All right, you're doing great. You're coming along great in your website development course. This is free. It's on YouTube. I told you we're doing two case studies. We're doing a Shopify one, which isn't quite ready yet. But we're going to start on the Utah Valley Real Estate for Sale site. And so that's the one I've been showing you how we chose our domain, we chose our hosting, we installed WordPress, we all of those things. And if you haven't kept up, in my description below, there's a list of all of the previous videos so that you can go back and start at the first one and go in order if you need to learn all this. You can also jump around to whichever parts you need because maybe you already picked out your domain name and it's perfect and you don't need to learn any more about it. And maybe you already have your vanity URL. Maybe you already installed WordPress on your WordPress site. So now you can just start here maybe you installed Thrive themes already. I also have a link to all the tools that I use in my description area. This will really help you. I am numbering all of these videos 101, 102, 103, so you can also stay in line of how they go. This is going to be mostly a screen share today because I want it to, just to have a little chat with you before we go into this. Now I'm going to start to do the back end design part of the website. So I'm going to now go into screen sharing the screen. All right, so now I opened up my WordPress site. And if you don't know that's in that video with installing your WordPress. So here I am on the dashboard of WordPress. And we went through all of these things in the other video where I taught you how to delete the plugins you don't need and how to install plugins that you do need. And I also showed you how to install the Thrive plugin, which you need. So right now what we're going to do is a couple of things here. I want to make sure, and I think we already changed our categories, but I want to make sure we did. We did. So that was also in another video. Just wanted to make sure. So if you need to understand what categories, we don't want to, we're going to create our own categories, but we're going to do that when we do our keyword research. And that's not right now. But what happens, so I just do you a really quick rundown about this. And if you look up here, hopefully I have it linked to that video in my info card up here. But that video there is going to take you to that WordPress install and the plugins and installing Thrive themes and all that. And that's where I explain this part here on the back end. So what happens is automatically when you install WordPress over here, your default's going to say uncategorized or something. So if you don't change that and get rid of it, if you ever forget to click blog or Provo Homes for Sale or Orem Home, whatever it is, if you forget to click one of your categories, it's going to automatically go to that whatever it's called, uncategorized. And you don't want that. So that was one of the first things I always do so I don't forget. Anyway, I went through all of these tools and stuff on the site, but let's go to pages for right now. So I want to go and I'm going to click on pages and then all pages. We have our blog set up as a post page, which is what I want. We have our home page set up as our front page. That's what I want. We have our privacy policy, which I need to do. I have to complete that. I'll do a special video just on that, on privacy, disclaimer, terms of service, TOS. Not an attorney, so I'm not giving you legal advice, but I'm going to refer you to some legal sites that can help you with that. Sample page, I don't want that at all. We don't want this to be something that's in our menu. So right now here, I am just going to delete this. So I'm going to go to quick edit and hopefully it lets us do that. No. Well, let's put it back to draft for right now. Update it. I guess we have to go into edit. So we'll go into edit and see if we can delete this page here. Move to trash. Okay, so that's what you do. Just move it to trash. And now it's gone. That was a new feature that WordPress just put in. Now, what I want, what did we just talk about? What was one of the videos that you watched? The very first one, one of the very first website in our series is called Why Would Google Even Choose Your Website to put up on page 1? Remember that one? We talk about EAT. I have a follow-up video for that after that, which I posted called and you need to watch that video. It's so important. Your site will never rank if you cannot establish EAT. It just won't. Not today. Not with Google trying to differentiate between AI content, human content. They're not going to punish AI content, but they're not going to think you're a human if you don't have any experience. That's what that first E is, experience. They want your experience. So to do your experience, that's things that you do, like photos of you with your clients talking about you. It's you using your product or service. It's you going to networking events, being featured in the media, all of these kinds of things. And we cover that in the EAT. And I think I'll even do another one because I keep learning more and more about it. And sometimes I forget. I don't use scripts when I do my videos. So it's kind of hard sometimes. And after I've done a video, I go, oh, I should have said that. But even if I had a script, I probably still would forget stuff. So I'm going to go here and add new. And we're going to create this. It's very simple to add. You just come up here to title and name your page. And this is going to be called the About page. So I'm just going to call this About for right now. What we need to do, and then what we're going to do, we're not going to do anything else. I just want to name the pages, and now I'm going to publish the page. The other thing is when we're doing, what's very important to understand whoops, I went to the wrong place. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm back in my dashboard. One of the things that is very important to understand is that when you hire somebody to do your custom website for you, what most webmasters do is they build your website in what they call their developer domain. So it'll be, instead of Utah Valley Real Estate for Sale.com, it would be developer.Utah Valley Real Estate for Sale.com. And they would go down here. Remember, I showed you that setting for reading, and they would check off. They would say they don't want the search engines to come and crawl it. I have found, and I have been doing website development for many years, since 2009 or 10. And I have found the best way to build a website is in front of Google. Yes, you don't have content on. Well, I don't have content on it right away, but every time I come in here to do something, so I just created that About page. I can encourage the bots to come back to the site. Doesn't mean they always will crawl, but bots are always crawling. So you want to be showing them, and they see the activity. It looks more human. There's so many reasons to do this, but it just helps you get indexed a lot faster. Because if you're doing it on a developer page, then Google's, and it takes let's say it takes your webmaster 6 months to finish your site, then you're 6 months behind in getting indexed. Where if you're building it in front of Google, then during that 6 months, you're going to get indexed that it takes to build the site, right? And the site's never finished being built. So what does it really matter? A lot of times clients will say to me, but I don't want people to go and see that it's unfinished. People aren't going to go to your site unless you tell them to. Because guess what? It's still not indexed, right? It's not indexed yet. And when it is indexed, it's not going to be indexed for the keywords that someone is going to search for you for, right? So it's not going to happen that way. It's nothing to worry about. I just would not, and don't put it under construction either, because again, that hurts your SEO, because now you're competing against every other site that says under construction, and that's not a keyword. We don't want to rank for that. So we don't want to use it. All right. So these are just some things to think about. And those are based on my experience. So we're going to go back to all pages here. We're setting up our pages. I hope I remember to put in the description that I went through when to publish your website. I hope so. So now I have About, Blog, Home. Wow, what else do I need? I need a testimonial page, right? Testimonials. Have to have testimonials, right? That's another ranking factor. It's a ranking factor, and it's an EAT principle as well. So we also want these testimonials sprinkled throughout the different pages on our website. We don't want them just on the testimonial page. All right, so we got that done. Let's make sure we did. Add new page. It said publish. Oh, now I see what it's doing to me. Let's go back and refresh this. It might not, because I can't see my my screen. My filming is right there. Oh, it didn't take, did it? All right, so here, let's publish it again. All right, now it should take. Let's go back and refresh. Yeah, we need to refresh it. There it is. So there's testimonials. All right. We need to change this author too. So we're going to go do that right now because that's an EAT principle as well. Not only is it an EAT principle, and this is my tech VA did this against my rules. He's that tech VA, unfortunately, is not with me anymore. So I can say this, but this was one of my rules is you never use the author as the person, that person. So we will go here to settings. No, users. I think it's under users. Yeah, here we go. Edit. Nickname is not that. So we're going to say, it won't pick my name. And that might be part of the problem when my tech guy was doing this was he didn't have my name maybe, or didn't know how to spell my name or something. So I put in my nickname and then display as Katerina Gasset. I can never change that. That's why you don't want to do that because see the username, it's grayed out. I can't change it. Usernames can't be changed. So be very careful when you're starting your website to not choose a username like your email address. Okay, so I'm going to change my photo, but not right now. And did I update it? Let me just update just to make sure. All right, let's go back to pages and click on all pages and let's see. Yep, Katerina Gasset on everything. All right, good. All right, so now we have an about page, a blog page, a home page, privacy policy, which will nest under, it's going to be under my contacts. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new page. And it's going to call it contact because that's another thing that Google requires. So Google EAT requires a contact page and a lot more than just a contact form. So we're going to really build out this page. And I'll show you another person's page that I'm working on right now. That's amazing. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so excited. All right, so now, why did I do that? I do that all the time. Okay, so now let's go to pages again, just so I can make sure that they're all in there that I wanted. Okay, so contact, blog, about. I should go through here and do all caps on these. Let me see if we can quick edit that. Yeah. Let's update that because we want it to all look the same for our naming convention. So, and if we want to change it back to lowercase, we can. That doesn't affect your SEO or anything. Testimonials then also should be all caps, right? Oops. We come and do the SEO and everything later. I'm just setting up my pages. I spelled that wrong? I think I spelled it wrong. No, I spelled it correct. It just looks weird when it's all caps, I guess. All right, let's go back here and we'll move back to the back page. Let's refresh this and see if they all took. Yep. All right, so now those are the pages that for sure have to cover EAT. You have to have all of these, but we need to also, the privacy page I'm going to leave lowercase because it's not going to be in the menu. It's going to be in a drop down on the menu. It's not going to be on the menu itself. And we can assign that a little bit later. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a new page called disclaimers. And we're going to publish that. Well, I could have left that lowercase. Oh well. I'll refresh. And then what I want to do is I want to edit this page. I want to, let me see if it allows me to do it over here. Parent page. So I want it to go underneath contact. So you're going to come over here to page attributes, click on parent page, and then I want this to be the first one, order 1, and I'm going to update that. And then I'm going to come over here and I am going to come over here to the policy I'm going to edit that page, and I want to put that underneath. Let's go to page attributes and default. Oh, no. Why didn't it let me do that? Parent page. There we go. Sorry. Parent page. And I want that to be contact. And I want that to be the second one. Okay. And then we'll just click publish and publish again. And then we'll go back to that page. Let me refresh and let me see what that looks like so I can show you. So we have the about page, the blog page, and we have the contact. And you see these little dashes? This means that these are going to nestle under that contact page. Do you see that? And then we have home and testimonials. Well, so this is the pages, the main pages on a website. But because we're going to be a service-based business and it's about real estate, we're going to have to come up with a home search tab and a, like one for buyers and one for sellers, something like that. But we have to do our research first to see how competitive all that's going to be and what our topical clusters are going to be, because maybe I want it to say neighborhoods or Utah neighborhood or Utah County. Maybe I don't want it to say Utah County, but maybe I want to say Provo. Maybe I want to do it by the cities, and maybe it'll be Provo, and then nested under that will be the neighborhoods in Provo, and then Orem and the neighborhoods nested under there, and then Lehigh and the ones next, so on and so forth. So we don't know exactly yet which one's going to be most beneficial for SEO because we haven't done that research, which we will do. But that's not where we're at now. Right now, and most important, we want to build out, except for the blog page, we want to build out these pages. This is very important for us to start building these to establish that EAT in front of Google as we're building the site. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. So once you have all that done, be ready for the next class. I'm really excited to keep going with these tutorials for you. I hope I've been of great help. I want you to remember, in the description are the list of the other videos in this training series. Also, please subscribe, set your notifications so you don't miss my video trainings. And then if this is too much for you and you don't want to do it yourself, we're more than welcome to hire us and our virtual assistants to help you in this process. If you need me to custom design the website, I do custom designs, and I will do a video on showcasing some of the sites I have done. And some that I can do. I haven't done, but I know I can do. I can show you some of those as well. I will be more than happy to work with you. So leave my text. You can see my phone number is in the description. You can just text me and say that you want me to help you build your website, or you want to hire our VA team because you already know what you want on your website. You already have everything. You know your design, and you just want the VAs to do all this back-end stuff and all the stuff that I'm teaching you how to do. Maybe you just want to do all that part, and you can hire them to do that. All right. So I will see you on the next training.